Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I'm Dr. Ankita Jain from TSPSR, New Delhi. Today we are going to talk on module Wages and Salary Administration, method of wage payments, process of wage determination, wage policy in India from paper Human Resource Management. After completing this module, you should be able to understand wage in the widest sense means any economic compensation paid by the employer under some contract to his workers for the service rendered by them. Wages therefore include family allowance, relief pay, financial support, and other benefits. But in the narrower sense, wages are the price paid for the services of labor in the process of production and include only the performance wage or wages proper. They are composed of two parts, the basic wages and the other allowances. The basic wage is the remuneration by the way of basic salary and allowances, which is paid or payable to an employee in terms of his contract of employment for the work done by him. Allowances, on the other hand, are paid in addition to the basic wage to maintain the value of basic wages over a period of time. Such allowances include holiday pay, overtime pay, bonus, and social security benefits. These are usually not included in the definition of wages. However, in India, different acts include different items under wages, though all the acts include basic wages and dearness allowance under the term wages. For example, under the Workmen Compensation Act 1923, Section 2M, wages for leave period, holiday pay, overtime pay, bonus, attendance bonus, and good conduct bonus form part of wages. Introduction. Compensation may be defined as money received in the performance of work plus the many kinds of benefits and services that organizations provide their employees. Money is included under direct compensation, popularly known as wages, that is gross pay, while benefits come under indirect compensation and may consist of life, accident and health insurance, the employer's contribution to retirement, pay for vacation or illness, and employers' required payments for employee welfare as social security. A wage or pay is the remuneration paid for the service of labor in production periodically to an employee worker. Wages usually refer to the hourly rate or daily rate paid to such groups as production and maintenance employees. Blue-collar workers, on the other hand, salary normally refers to weekly or monthly rates paid to clerical, administrative, and professional employees, white-collar workers. The wage level represents the money an average worker makes in geographical area or his organization. It is only an average. Specific markets or firms and individual wages can vary widely from the average. The term wage structure is used to describe wage-salary relationship within a particular grouping. The grouping can be according to occupation or organization, such as wage structure of craftsmen, carpenters, mechanics, bricklayers, etc. Basic kinds of wage plans. There are two major kinds of wage and salary payment plans. Those under which remuneration does not vary with output or the quality of output, but depends on the time unit consumed in performing work. These are known as time wage plan. The time unit may be the day, week, fortnight, or month. Time plan are non-incentive in the sense that earnings during a given time period do not vary with the productivity of an employee during that period. The second kind is concerned with the output or some other measure of productivity during a given period of time. To earn more, an employee is required to put in more labor and produce more. This kind is known as the piece or output wage plan. It is a direct financial incentive plan. Elements or ingredients of a good wage plan. First, it should be easily understandable, that is, all the employees should easily understand what they are to get for their work. They should be instructed in how the wage plan works. Second, it should be capable of easy computation. That is, it should be sufficient, simple to permit quick calculation. Mathematical tables may be supplied, be reference to which calculations can be quickly made. Third, it should be capable of effectively motivating the employees. That is, it should provide an incentive for work. If both the quality and quantity of work are to be stressed at the same time, a plan should be selected that will not unduly influence the worker to work too fast or to become careless of quality. Fourth, it should provide for remuneration to employees as soon as possible after the efforts has been made. Daily or weekly payment of wages would be preferable to induce employees to work. Fifth, it should be relatively stable rather than frequently varying so that employees are assured of a stable amount of money. Methods of wage payments. Basically, there are two methods of paying labor remuneration, and other methods are combination or modifications of these three. One is time wage system, second is piece wage system, and another is balance or debt method. Time wage system. This is the oldest and the most common method of fixing wages. Under this system, wages are paid on the basis of time spent on the job irrespective of the amount of work done. The unit of time may be a day, a week, a fortnight, or a month. In past, daily wages have been the most common basis and therefore it came to be known as the day wage system. Time wages system has following advantages. First, it is the simplest and the oldest method. It is easy to understand and workers can easily compute their own remuneration. Second, earnings of workers are regular and fixed and they do not offer from temporary loss of efficiency. This gives them sense of economic security and self-confidence. The worker is assured of a fixed income and can therefore plan his expenses accordingly. Third, the plan is economical as no detailed record of output are required. Clerical work in computation of wages is minimum. The employer knows the cost of labor. Fourth, as there is no pressure to speed up production, the quality of work can be kept high. A worker can slow down his skills. Fifth, this method also avoids wasteful handling of minerals and tools. In the absence of rough handling of machinery, repairs and maintenance expenditure is low. Workers can adjust the phase of work so that there is no injury to their health. Sixth, learners can concentrate on learning the best method of work as their earnings are not dependent on the amount of work. Seventh, union prefer time wages as it does not differentiate between efficient and inefficient workers. A sense of equality and solidarity is created among them. Eighth, where work done is of an intangible nature, example, mechanics, design engineers, services, etc., it is difficult to measure output accurately and standards of output cannot be laid down. In mental and non-repetitive jobs, therefore, time wage is a more equitable and convenient method. Ninth, in continuous or assembly line production, the phase of work is beyond the control of an individual worker. Time wage is therefore a better method. 10th, it is an objective method. And 11th, the employer can calculate the wage bill in advance. The time wage system suffers from the following disadvantage. First, the method provides no incentive for better performance as reward is not proportionate to effort. It makes no distinction between efficient and inefficient workers. Efficient and hard-working employees receive the same remuneration as inefficient employees and shirkers. It thus has a demoralizing influence and encourages solidarity on the jobs. Second, guaranteed remuneration makes workers indifferent and complacent. Third, calculation of labor cost per unit is difficult as the total wage bill does not change with the volume of production. Fourth, in the absence of an incentives to hard work, productivity of labor becomes low unless close supervision is used. Thus, costs of supervision are high. Fifth, control over labor costs becomes difficult and more payment may be made for the lesser amount of work. Sixth, there is no basis for finding the merit of difficult employees and promotions may have to be made on the basis of seniority. This may lead to deterioration in the morale of efficient and young employees. Time wage system is suitable under following conditions. First, where units of output are non-measurable, as in case of office work and mental work is involved, as in policy working. Second, when employees have little control over the quantity of output or there is no clear-cut relations between efforts and output as in some machine-placed or assembly line jobs. Third, when delay in work are frequent and beyond the control of the employees, that is, where output is uncertain and irregular. Fourth, when quality of work is especially important, example, artistic furniture, fine jewelry, etc. Fifth, when supervision is good and supervisors know what constitutes a fair day's work. Sixth, when competition conditions and cost control do not require in advance the precise knowledge of labor costs per unit of output. Seventh, where machinery and material used are very sophisticated and expensive. Eighth, work is of highly varied nature and standards of performance cannot be established. Ninth, employees and trade unions strongly oppose incentive payments. 10. When workers are new and learning the job. And 11th, when collective efforts of a group of persons are essential for completing the jobs. Piece weight system. Under this system, remuneration is based on the amount of work done or output of a worker. One unit of output is considered as one piece and a specific rate of wage is paid per piece. Greater the number of pieces produced by a worker, higher is the remuneration. Thus, a workman is paid in direct proportion to his output. It is called payment by results. Piece weight system has the following advantages. First, there is a direct relationship between effort and reward. Worker who has hard work produces more, gets more wages. This produces an incentive to increase productivity. Second, ambitious and efficient workers are provided ample opportunities to utilize their talent and increase their earnings and thereby improve their standard of living and morale. Third, the method is just and fair to all. Efficient workers get ample reward while shakers are penalized. It prevents solidarity on the job. Fourth, management can distinguish between efficient and inefficient workers for the purpose of promotion, etc. Fifth, increase in productivity results in higher output and lower cost of production per unit. The sixth, the cost of labor per unit of output can be easily calculated as the wage bill varies in direct proportion to the output. Seventh, as workers themselves have a stake in maximization of efficiency, cost of supervision is low. Eighth, workers are more likely to cooperate with the schemes of rationalization designed to improve efficiency of operation. Ninth, if the benefits of lower cost are passed to consumers in the form of lower prices or better quality, the society as a whole stands to gain. Piece weight system is, however, subject to following drawbacks. First, it is very difficult to fix piece wage rates. Employees often cut the piece rates when they find workers are producing large quantities. Second, the earnings of workers are not stable and they may suffer due to temporary delays or difficulties. They feel insecure and dissatisfied. Third, in order to maintain their earnings, workers work with excessive speed. This may affect their health. It also increases the wastage of materials and wear and tear of machinery. The method is not suitable for work of artistic and delicate nature. Fourth, employees may not stress quality so that rigid quality control becomes necessary. Fifth, this system may create jealousy between efficient and inefficient workers. Trade unions do not like it as it affects their solidarity. Sixth, detailed records of production have to be kept so that the clerical work is increased. The method is not practicable when contribution of individual workers cannot be calculated, that is construction work. Seventh, the method may lead to industrial disputes. Fixation of piece rates may create controversy. Workers resent loss of output and earnings due to breakdown of machinery or power, non-availability of materials and such other factors beyond their controls. Trade unions dislike piece wage system. Piece wage system is suitable under the following conditions. First, when work done by an individual worker can be measured accurately. Example, production of standardized goods in the factory. Second, when the quantity of output depends directly upon the skill and effort of the worker. Third, where the flow of work is regular and interruptions minimum, that is repetitive jobs. Fourth, where quality and workmanship are not very important. Fifth, in large-scale production involving heavy overheads and broad supervision. Sixth, when competitive conditions and cost control require that labor cost per unit fixed in order. Seventh, when methods of productions are standardized and the job is of a repetitive nature. Comparison between time wage and piece wage system. First, basis of payment. In time wage system, time spent on the job. Piece wage system, number of units produced. Second, nature of payment. In time wage system, minimum payment to every worker. In piece wage system, no guarantee of minimum payment. Third, link with productivity. In time wage system, wages not directly linked with productivity. In piece wage system, wages directly linked with productivity. Fourth, quality of work is high in time wage system, low in piece wage system. Cost of maintenance is low in time wage system and high in piece wage system. Need for close supervision. It is high in time wage system and low in piece wage system. Seventh, attitude of trade unions. In time wage system, trade unions support it, and in piece wage system, trade unions dislike it. Balance or depth method. This method is a combination of time and piece wage system. The worker is guaranteed a time rate with an alternative piece rate. If the wages calculated at piece rate exceed the time rate, the worker gets credit. On the other hand, if time wages exceed piece wages, the worker is paid time wage and the deficit is carried forward as department to be reconserved in future. Types of wage incentive plans. Wage incentive plans may be discussed as first, plans for blue-collar workers, and second, plans for white-collar workers or salesmen. Third, plans for managerial personnel because each of these categories of employees have separate and distinct needs and specific plans tailored for each category may prove beneficial. Incentive plans for blue-collar workers. For individuals, short-term plans. These systems may be broadly classified into three categories. A. Systems under which the rate of extra incentive is in proportion to the extra output. B. Systems under which the extra incentive is proportionately at a lower rate than the increase in output. And C. Systems under which the rate of incentives is proportionately higher than the rate of increase in output. Long-term wage incentive plans. Under such plans, each member of the group receives a bonus based on the output of the group as a whole. There are several reasons for adopting such a plan. Sometimes, as on assembly lines, several jobs are interrelated. Some important wage incentive plans. The chief incentive plans are: first, Halsey Premium Plan; second, Halsey Ware Premium Plan; third, Rowan Premium Plan; fourth, the 100% Premium Plan; fifth, Beddoes Point Plan; and sixth, Taylor's Differential Piece Rate Plan. Seventh, Merrick's Multiple Piece Rate Plan. Eighth, Gnat-Tusk's Plan. Ninth, Emerson Efficiency Plan. 10th, Co-Partnership System. 11th, Accelerating Premium Systems. And 12th, Profit Sharing. The group incentive plans are usually profit sharing. It is regarded as a stepping stone to industry democracy. Professor Seeger observes, profit sharing is an arrangement by which employees receive a share fixed in advance of the profits. The International Cooperative Congress held in Paris in 1889 considered the issue and defined profit sharing as an agreement, formal or informal, freely entered into, by which an employee receives a share fixed in advance of the profits. Second, the Scanlon Plan. This plan was developed in 1937 by Joseph Scanlon, a lecturer at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and trade union leader in a steel mill. The plan was designed to involve the workers in making suggestions for reducing the cost of operation and improving working methods and sharing in the gains of increased productivity. The plan has two basic features. One, financial incentive aimed at cutting cost of operation and thereby increasing efficiency are installed. Two, a network of departmental and plan screening committees are up to elevate employee and management cost-cutting suggestions. The plan is essentially a suggestion system and assumes that efficiency requires company-wise, plant-wise cooperation. There are few incentive plans for white-collar workers or salesmen. They are as follows. The first is straight salary method. The second incentive plan is straight commission basis. The third is combination method of salary and commission basis. And the fourth is salary plus commission method. Incentives for management employees. In many organizations, the managers are paid bonus. There are two types of bonus plans, one determined by formula, some criteria like increased sales, and two determined by some discretion used in allocation of bonus that is paid on more or less permanent basis. The bonus plans are generally reviewed annually to make them more effective. For top-level management, bonuses are generally tied to overall corporate results. The size of bonus is much higher for top-level executives and lower for the lower-level executives. The following diagram shows wage determination process. Wage policy in India. Wage policy is a sensitive and complex area of public policy because wages exercise a significant influence on income distribution, prices and industrial relations. But A sound and rational wage policy is necessary of re-ensuring reasonable living standards to the working class and for full utilization of the country's human resources. Such a policy should aim at the following. First, for optimum allocation of resources and full employment. Second, to secure optimum rate of economic progress with stability. Third, to provide maximum economic security to all sections of society. Fourth, to establish wage levels at the highest possible levels which the economic condition of the country permit. And fifth, to ensure the wage earner a fair share of the increased prosperity resulting from economic development. Wage policy in India. A sound wage policy helps to prevent labor exploitation by prescribing statutory minimum wages, by ensuring equal pay for equal work, by providing for logical wage differentials, by protecting real wages through compensation for rise in the cost of living, and by linking wages to productivity. As a welfare state, India is committed to secure for its working population economic and social justice. Our constitution provides that a state must endeavor to secure for all workers a living wage and condition of work which ensures a decent standard of life as well as full employment, leisure and social and cultural opportunities. The Constitution of India also lays down the principle of equal pay for equal work. At present, no natural wage policy exists in India. However, some norms have been laid down by the following: Committee on Fair Wages 1948, National Commission on Labour 1969, Chakrabarti Committee 1974, Booth Lingnam Study Group 1978, Fifth Pay Commission 1996, National Commission on Labour 2002. So students, let's now summarize what we have learnt in this module. Demand and supply of labour, ability to pay, labour union, cost of living, prevailing wage rates, job requirements, productivity, state control, etc. are the main factors affecting wages. Time wage system and piece wage system are two basic methods of wage payment. The process of wage determination involves job analysis, job evaluation, wage survey, developing wage structure, determining rules for wage administration, and employee appraisal. Thank you.